where we serve up practical tips, tricks, hacks, and how-tos for boosting your body and brain, as well as fine-tuning your fitness, health, and wellness.
Hey guys, I'm Coach Michael Merlino.
And I'm Dr. Hasenbank.
I'm a fitness trainer and running coach from Houston, Texas, with 23 years experience of helping people get fit, stay fit, and reach their finish lines in life and out on the race course.
I'm a functional movement specialist in sports medicine, specialist here in Nashville, Tennessee. I've been practicing for 20 years, helping people move better, hurt less, have more energy, and less stress.
Guys, we truly believe that if you put the tips and tricks into play that we're going to share with you on this show, you'll create a better version of you every day you get out the door.
Hey, y'all. Train and work smarter, not harder.
Let's go. All right, man. So how has your week been?
It's starting to ramp up.
Hey, I got a hair. You notice I shaved here. I got a haircut.
I saw
and
that.
we cranked out our first hill training workout with the in-flight group today, or actually yesterday. So testing the waters, but everyone seems to be comfortable coming out with distancing and kind of getting things going again, man. These runners, as you know, runners don't want to sit around too long. So
that's true. That's true.
So what are we doing today, guys? Let me pull up some things too, real quick on just our social media information so you guys have it. We would love to have you follow us and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, so I'm going to pull that up real quick, and so you have that information. So you can follow us on Facebook. We have a Smarter Not Harder show page now. Okay. And then we also have a YouTube channel. Just search Smarter Not Harder show on YouTube to find it, because it's fairly new. It's got a long URL. And then you can always email us at smarternothardershow@gmail.com. Okay. So if you have any questions today, send us an email or post. And then what we'll do post show, we'll go into social media or answer your email. Any type of questions, comments you have, it all on the show. Anything you want to add there, Doc?
I think that's good.
Here's our information. You guys have it, and we'll pull this back up later, so we can share that with you on the way out the door today. Okay. All right. So I guess we'll tell our story, man, because today's show is really about collaborating with people, and maybe in ways that you never expected.
Well, let me give a 20,000-foot overview of why we chose this topic this week. We were just literally collaborating this week on some things, and you shot me a Marco Polo, and we'll talk a little bit more about using Marco Polo for collabing. But you said, I really feel like in this environment, working together with others and collaborating really is important for businesses to get launched again, for us to get back on our feet and to do things. And I went, dude, I shot you Marco Polo back, and I was like, that's our topic for this week. We had another topic planned, but I was like, let's talk about that because it's been so helpful for you and I. So 20,000-foot view, why are we talking about this? We literally have been in a probably 3 or 4 week unintended collaboration that turned into an opportunity to just, connect and share more with other people and really push each other in ways that we weren't able to push each other, or push ourselves. Right.
Yeah. I mean, it all started with reconnecting. I think it was with me, man, it was that void that I had, because, it brings me back to 9/11. It brings me back to Hurricane Ike here in Houston, right? Yep. Where we have these crazy things happen. And as a small business guy, when your livelihood is yourself, like you're in the clinic, I'm out with runners, training people. And a lot of you guys out there that have small businesses, when you're and the government says you can't do your thing, it gets kind of scary. And and I just started going through old folders of projects that I had, and I'm like, I've been wanting to do a show like this, and your just name popped up on my radar, and it was a phone conversation that became a Marco Polo. Yeah. We got to save that for later, and it's just the collaboration part, and two brains are better than one, right?
Absolutely. Two are always better than one.
Yeah. And I think that with that downtime, I don't know about you. Well, I know because we've had discussions about it, how, you rethink everything. I mean, you rethink your life. And even if you're in corporate America, like I was for 10 years in corporate HR here in Houston, there's a lot of people rethinking, am I in the right industry? Do I want to change industries?
Well,
what do I want to do when I grow up? Which never stops, right?
You and me in particular, working with people face to face, either in groups, one-on-one, you name it. We never expected that would be ripped away and we wouldn't be able to serve, work, and help people in that way.
And that's your lifeblood. Like I didn't leave corporate to not coach people and sit around for 6 to 8 weeks. Like I was out there yesterday and I had a smaller group. We had 9 in a hill training workout. And like, man, I'm so glad to see y'all, man. It's just like, it's nice having a set of eyeballs to coach, many sets of eyeballs to coach, right?
Yep. Hey, we're going to get into collaboration, but I've got quick news here.
Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and bust it out.
The reason is I read it this morning that new study that those who have higher levels of vitamin D that you get from the sun and from taking vitamin D, they had less severe COVID symptoms than those who had lower or inadequate levels of D. So, more of the story, get out, get in the sun, get some sun exposure, 15 minutes before 10 o'clock, 15 minutes after 2 o'clock, pump you 5,000 to 10,000 units of D, and it will literally reduce your risk, not of getting COVID, but of moderate to severe symptoms.
The adverse effects, the more adverse effects of it. Yeah, I've shared it with my group in an email when I had to do my 3-page COVID-19 procedures manual that I had to send out to everybody. And the two things I share with them. I'll share that study with them and another study that we'll probably share with people later that just kind of gives people hope, man. It's like, get outside and get some fresh air, right?
Yeah, just go.
So I guess we'll get into like, how we got in this collaboration thing and the kind of the how do you do it, or how we'd recommend you guys take this up. And really so far, like this is been not even a month journey with us.
No.
And there's some things that just kind of stuck that were like, okay, it works because of XYZ. And we want to share those with you guys today. So I think I'll start with the first one, guys. And I think because my mama raised me to be a glass is half full and overflowing, it's never empty. And when it's empty, you better fill it up, man. It's your job to fill it up. And we make choices. We have free will. You can get stuck in quicksand your whole life, or you can grab a branch and pull yourself out, right? So the biggest thing that it's done for me, Doc, is just kind of working with you. It's been a pleasure. Is just, it gives you hope.
It does.
It's like that. I'm like the only dude going through this stuff, and then it's always worse than it seems when it starts and it unfolds, and we surely don't know where it's going yet. But working with somebody that's got kind of like ideas and coaches people like I do, it's just given me a lot more hope that, we can pivot and we can do other stuff too. Right. I mean,
yeah. And the ideas, the brainstorming, the thinking outside the box. I mean, literally just talking through and processing through things on Marco Polo, we'll use StreamYard just to meet. We'll get together right here. We're using StreamYard as a streaming platform, but we also ditched Zoom and went with StreamYard just to do our meetings because it was so much simpler.
Yeah, it's simple interface, but a little bit more stuff in there.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
The other thing I was thinking about is you talked about hope and feeling encouraged.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember a time a couple of weeks ago where you're like, you were down. You're like, shot me a Marco Polo. You're like, dude, I don't know. Like, this is becoming too much. I mean, we were on this incredible learning curve, y'all.
Like, I wasn't going to quit on you, but I was having a crappy day for sure.
Yo, when we got started on this, I mean, everything was dark in the background because I had light behind me. I had to rearrange both offices. I mean, we swapped mics. We got new mics, new cameras, like different things. But literally, there's a point in time where we had been going, I think we were going back and forth with like, I don't know, 15, 16, 20 Marco Polos a day. And I finally got one from you where you're like, oh, I'm spent. I don't think I can do this tomorrow. And I got on the Marco Polo and I was like, dude, you can do it. Come
Accountability,
on,
baby.
And then literally it wasn't 24 hours later. I was like, oh, like all my stuff is not working and I don't think I can do it. And you're like, it's okay. We're going to push to next week. And that's the encouragement instead of being by yourself and going, what the heck? Why are things not working? I mean, literally before the show, Coach was like, dang it, why are my headphones not working? And again, I was like, hey, go here, try this, do that.
Yeah, I'm a new,
and you've done,
so you guys know I'm a new Mac guy. So my Mac consultant is the guy right to the,
and I'm new to Chrome. Right. So you're the one like educating me on Chrome and educating me on sound setup. And so that's where two are better than one. I think the scripture says, triple braided cord is unbroken, and it's just better in community. I mean, I've been a lone wolf for a long time in business. You've been a lone wolf for a long time in business. We never thought, considered, or planned on doing something, but just literally connect.
Well, no, what's ironic about that is we, in our previous days, because you had a clinic here in Houston with multiple docs, like you had a team, and when I was in corporate, I managed a group of about 20 people in an HR IT department. So like we know that other side, and then you're like kind of Larry Loner, and then you got to make things happen, and then when it's taken away, you're like, ouch.
Yeah, So I mean, I'm thankful for everything that's happened because otherwise you'd be busy as heck. I'd be busy as heck. We wouldn't have thought of getting together, but literally having that
on another note moment on that, and I'll just throw this out. I just saw something on the news today that, like, no surprise, the average American comes up with 6 excuses a day. And number one is, I don't have enough time.
Ooh.
Like there's time there. You just got to, rearrange it. But that's a whole other thing.
So guys, I'm going to brag on this dude a little bit. Like there were times he was up to like 2, 3 in the morning trying to figure out and knock stuff out. But literally it was like we were both working crazy hours on both sides over the last 4 to 5 weeks. But hey, look, it looks pretty good. Yeah. It sounds really good. Like
JD, that second point, you can take that one, but we kind of hit on this, but we live in a day and an age now where you guys can kind of pick and choose who you want to work with.
That's true.
So that's the other thing too. It's like, you can pick who you want to work with. And with the internet, like we just pray to God, the internet stays intact or we're like in big trouble. But it's probably easier for the entrepreneur types like us to do that than maybe, but even, a lot of people do have their side hustle out there and they're looking for ways to maybe, there's a lot of people now that have been adversely affected. They've been furloughed, they've been laid off, and they're looking for that side hustle that could potentially be their new hustle. And the way you do it quickly, guys, is collaboration.
Absolutely. Because again, think of somebody, you don't even have to have, we didn't even have the idea of a show. It literally was you and I brainstorming stuff back and forth. And I think you stopped and said, dude, everything we're talking about is great shareable content. And I went, yeah, we ought to have a live show or something like that, or just record it and post it up and just say randomly record it. Now, we've gotten a little more OCD than just randomly recording. We've actually gone to rehearsing. We were rehearsing yesterday. We were like, come on, dude, let's rehearse the intro one more time. We gotta pull.
We'll be taking acting classes next.
Yeah, I'd be like, let's get animated.
Yeah,
So anyway,
well, and that's true too. And I think what it's done is give me some juice, man. Like, I'll be honest with you, the first couple shows we did, I wasn't probably myself, man. Like, I'm looking forward to a parking lot full of about 30, 40 people on Saturday because I just thrive on that. When there's not as much to do and not as many people to talk to and coach, it's a different ball game,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true.
I think the other thing too is where it's allowed us to do more than anything, guys. And we'll get into some of the apps we've been using. We already mentioned StreamYard here, but
let me tee up Marco Polo.
Yeah, tell them about it, and then I'll pull up a slide when we get to some of our points to just kind of show them the visuals so they can know where to, how they can, grab it and get it on their phone.
All right, y'all. Show of hands. Who knows what Marco Polo is? Oh, sorry. Can't see you. Okay, so Marco Polo, if you hadn't heard of it, is an app that allows you to actually take a video message. So the way this works with Coach and I is that we might be driving, we might be in our house, we might be at our home. I mean, there's been known times we've actually shot Marco Polos in the bathroom. It's been a little awkward, but when those ideas come up and you're
man, the best ideas happen in the bathroom, on the shower, and other places. The other place.
But literally being able to shoot a video and see his face or see anybody else's face and like their expressions, it just, sometimes when you're texting stuff, you can't just free flow with ideas because it's awkward and weird. It's like if you start at one place and end at another when you're texting, you're like, dude, you could have thought about that stream of thought a little bit and clean that up just a bit. But on Marco Polo, you're just talking things out. You're just hitting it, and then you can pop back and forth. So I've heard you say it's sort of like a video walkie-talkie. But the nice thing is you don't have to actually get somebody on the phone. You have to get somebody on a screen to actually see their face, hear their ideas. Just say hi. Just kind of say, hey, was thinking about you. Want to see how you're doing. And then I've used Marco Polo recently to ask people like that I work with, hey, show me where you're hurting. Can you show me that position or yoga pose or stretch or whatever? And they'll show me, and then I'll be able to polo them back and say, all right, try this hack. Try it this way. See if that opens up, and they'll polo me back, and they'll say, oh my gosh, yeah, now I can get all the way down and I feel great. So it's been a way for me to actually connect with patients and have access in a little different way.
Yeah, I'll use because I'm missing football. Thank God football's going to happen. But are you an Aggie?
I'm an Aggie, yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So what Aggie isn't a football fan, right? But I think what it's done more than anything, and by the way, you don't have to be in the same place at the same time. It's not like FaceTime. That's the cool part. A doc could be in the clinic with a patient. I could be doing a hill training workout, and we're done. Anytime we got a free moment, hey, man, we were talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
Check out this Amazon link to this USB-C hub that I just bought or whatever,
Or it was like, hey, dude, I'm having a connection problem with this and that and that.
Yeah.
And whenever you had time, you shoot me a polo back, and I'm able to check it and go, oh, okay, I'll try that out.
But the whole football analogy is it gets you close, dude. I mean, it's really helped us. You're on the field and you're backed up to maybe the 1 yard line, and it allows you to move the ball down the field closer to the goal line, and it just captures ideas and lets those ideas flow, and breathe some life into them, and then kind of supercharge them a bit, because again, it's like one guy plus one guy equals 10 guys technically.
True.
So that's the other, I think, big advantage of it. And then you brought this up too, but like just the whole time savings part of it, because, we haven't been as busy, and we're kind of getting, we're not back to 100%, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
So we'll get busier, but who doesn't want to save time, right?
Yeah. Who doesn't want to work smarter, not harder? Hey, by the way, that would be a great topic for a show. Smarter, not harder.
Yeah. There you go, man.
It's seriously.
Actually, that happened in Marco Polo.
That literally, Marco Polo and back and forth. That's how the name came up. Is we literally we really want to help, share all these ideas in different spaces and places, all these categories of our life. We really want to help people. And I was like, work smarter, not harder. And you're like, yeah, so
yeah,
that's even how the name came up.
And then it's just, we kind of hit on this, the accountability part of it, but this just makes stuff happen. And, we'll get, if you want to wrap up that point, it's just like, I'm looking at I've got it hidden because I'd be embarrassed if you saw my pile of projects over here in little plastic folders. But there's just so many things I'm going through, and I'm like, wow, like that's been there for 5 years, 10 years. And, one big thing was like a wellness show like this, and now it's happening. Let me go quick to screen share, guys, so I can show you a couple of these things, these tools we're talking about, and we'll kind of talk through them. I won't be able to see you here, Doc, when I go to this. You'd be my eyes and ears, but I'm going to go to screen share over to PowerPoint and show you this quick. Give me 1 second. I tell you what, if you want to just tee up Asana first. Sure. If you want to start talking about that, Doc, I'm going to pop it up here. Okay.
So Asana came from trying to find a platform to collaborate together on this show and how to stage things out as well as keep track, because we were emailing back and forth, we were Marco Poloing, we were texting, and it finally got to a point where I was like, I can't even find the link to the show. Where did that go? And you did a lot of research, and I kind of teed up maybe Evernote, but I've really enjoyed using Asana for staging and planning out projects like this, because it gives you a timeline, it gives you different task lists, it gives you categories. But the nice thing is it creates kind of a flow template for each one of the things we're doing, particularly since it's a show. We can copy and paste for next week, copy and paste the week after that. But it allows for you to say, hey, this is what I'm taking, and for you to click on there, hey, this is what I need you to do. And we get to click it off instead of having to ask back and forth, hey, did you get that? Did you get this? Yeah. Did you finish that? Where are you on that? We can go check Asana.
Yeah.
It just saves time of having to, it literally saves us time from having to have a meeting to say, tell me what you've been doing. Let me tell you what I've been doing. We can just do it on real time.
Yeah. And I love it because it's visual. And what I see happening here, the folders I mentioned, each folder is going to become a project in Asana. Now, I don't know if I'm ever going to do it, but I can load it up in here, and then you can kind of see what's promising. And then, like, to your point, Doc, is, now I'm taking a template of different things we need to do each week for the show, and I can copy that template over to episode 4.
Yeah.
We tweak it a bit. You add your stuff, I add mine, and then, and when it's showtime, we're ready to go. So, very, very useful application. You can attach files and a bunch of other things in here, links and things. We do a lot of that when we're laying things out. I'll go back to Marco Polo. We've kind of went over this for you guys, but that gives you the visual there. Can you see it okay on the screen, Doc?
Oh, yeah, that looks good.
So it's available. And by the way, guys, this is the big benefit, because there was a time when I was the evil one because I had an Android device in the family, and everyone else had Apple, and they hated me because they couldn't communicate with me. Well, what's cool about Marco Polo, it's the only one I've found that works really well, and it works across platforms. So if you're a Apple head and your friend is an Android guy, you can still use it across platforms. So that's pretty powerful right there, because you can pretty much, if you can stick a phone in front of your face and take a selfie, you can use Marco Polo. So,
all right, man, shall we tell them how to follow and subscribe to the show?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, before we do that, do you want to just kind of go over, like, it's the new thing we're thinking about kind of pushing out?
I think let's share that with them next time. We're running on about 20, 25 minutes right here.
That's one thing we're working on too, guys, is keeping these 30 minutes.
Keeping it short. Yeah. Hey, thank you everybody who gave us feedback. We're trying to incorporate that into it, keep going, but we are working on something. There will be a big announcement next Wednesday. So tune in, check it out. But let's go ahead and tell them right now what we'd love for you to go to our YouTube channel and follow us on the YouTube channel. We need 100 subscribers, 100 followers on YouTube to be able to get our URL nailed down. So if you could do a favor for us, go to YouTube. And hey, are you able to post our YouTube link in the comments, on the live comments? Can you just drop it in there so it drops down in live comments?
I can't right now, but what I'll do in the stream on Facebook, I'll add it in there as soon as we go off air.
Okay. That sounds good. So go click on the link below that Coach is going to drop and go to our YouTube. Just hit follow. It's going to be awesome. Thank you so much for doing that and helping us out in that way. And then leave us some comments, suggestions. Why don't you wrap us up, Coach?
Yeah. I'll just real quick, and then if you need our information, guys, here it is. You can always freeze this video if you're looking at this at YouTube or Facebook.
Yeah, you can snapshot it.
Yeah, and then and feel free, guys. Like, this show is to help you. So if you want to reach out through email, or what we want to do is kind of keep these to 30 minutes, not do a big Q&A. The Q&A will be post show. So if you've got a question post show, put it in the feed, and you can put it in the comments on our YouTube channel or on Facebook, or just email us. And then as we have time, we'll get you back. I think that's it, man.
That's
it. We covered everything. We wanted to keep these about 30 minutes.
So
I just want to go ahead.
Keep pushing forward. Find somebody to work with. And you don't have to know what you're going to do. Just dream. Just brainstorm. Maybe start one project. Because you and I, we didn't start this project together. We started working on an online course together. And then we went, dude, we should just have a show first.
Yeah.
So I look forward to getting back to working on our online courses. Coach's got one he's working on. I've got one I'd love to launch and work on, and we'll let you guys know more about that. But literally just start working on something with somebody, see where it goes, see if it goes somewhere, and you're always gonna be better off. You're gonna learn more. You're gonna be more encouraged. You may have ideas outside of what you already had, and that may be the golden ticket to working smarter, not harder, and getting your goals and dreams accomplished.
Yeah, guys, I would just challenge you to pick a goal, pick a dream.
Yeah.
Pick something you spend on the back of your head. Honestly, this is, some of the best business ideas and best businesses known to mankind were created in an economic downturn. I mean, that's just the honest truth, I was just reading an article about that. And so pick somebody to collaborate with, get busy, use Usana, I'd stick with Marco Polo because that really gets the flow going. And you want to get a little bit more formal with it, and you've got a goal and you got some new business idea or whatever, by all means, get something like Usana and map it out and collaborate in a different way where you can just kind of pick and choose.
I mean,
and StreamYard,
if you want to do something different than Zoom that doesn't hog so much memory from your computer, StreamYard's great. I mean, I think there's a free version, right?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I think we're still using the free version.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So. All right, dude, let's wrap up the show. Let's get out of here.
All right. Guys, tune in every Wednesday. We'll be here 1 p.m. Central Time on the Smarter, Not Harder show. You guys have a great week.
Have a good one.
I'll see you on Marco Polo.
All right.
All right. Take care.